Jerry Jeudy and Mark Schlereth are getting into it on the internet.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Jerry Jeudy almost fought Steve Smith Sr. last year because of something that Steve Smith said about Jerry Jeudy. Mark Schlereth had some words for Jerry Jeudy whenever he was traded to the Cleveland Browns, and then the Cleveland Browns gave him a deal with $41 million guaranteed dollars.
Yep.
I assume he's very happy to be in another place, especially with how it all went in Denver. Mark Schlereth talks a bunch of shit on him on his way out of town, as Mark Schlereth does.
Yeah, that's his MO.
That is his MO. Also said the same thing to Russell Wilson. Yeah. Oh, great, a bunch of big names that did nothing for Denver except for ruin a franchise are now out of town. It's kind of Mark Schlereth's angle on this entire thing. Jerry Jeudy responded, only if your opinion matters, hating ass dude. Hashtag bag season. Y'all go give this lame ass dude some attention. Mark Schlereth obviously loves that. I can't wait to see his. Jerry Jeudy said, y'all got to stop listening to fake See that? That's how that's pronounced. Fake Hey, let's have a crowd here just to make sure we're all on the same page here. A bunch of fake
The eye throws it off.
Y'all got to stop listening to fake NFL gurus. South Florida. They don't even have access to real film. They're on YouTube watching the games. Jerry Jeudy just absolutely buried him. I'm just seeing this. Oh, that's why I'm responding. Because been on my 4 letters.
I think it's the D word.
Head. Been on my.
Okay.
Been on my head.
Dong.
Dong.
No,
I think it's
my
dong.
dong
Could be on my dong hating.
Shit.
I don't think it's Goki. I don't think it's.
It could be.
I don't think it's any of that.
On my jack.
Been on my head hating and shit. But that's what most old heads are doing now these days, hating on young soldiers. But y'all can have them Twitter fingers. I'm standing on business.
SOB.
In real life. SOB.
SOB.
Yep.
SOB.
Okay.
SOB. SOB.
Pac-Man, hope you're hearing this, bud.
Yep.
SOB. Jerry Jeudy has been in it now publicly with 2 NFL legends. Mark Schlereth, I believe, has won 3 Super Bowls. I'm not 100% sure. Steve Smith Sr. is one of the pillars of the NFL from the early 2000s into the teens. And Jerry Jeudy doesn't give a damn.
Nope.
I like when my wide receivers have this type of moxie. I like whenever they have this type of attitude. But what Jerry Judy's going to have to do is have a great year. Because what hasn't happened in Denver, even though he is pointing out some stats that people should look at, he has not been a guy that's been considered by anybody as one of the ones in the NFL. You see Justin Jefferson come in, it's like, there's the guy.
Nasty.
There is the guy. Obviously, Stephon Diggs had the run at #1 guy. There's been others, youngs, that have come in and absolutely dominated. He hasn't been chatted about by everybody. He has an opportunity now with Cleveland. Deshaun coming back alongside Amari and a lot of weapons. How do you feel about Jerry Jeudy? How do you feel about the wide receivers and their importance into the modern NFL, Dallas, where we're opening things up at all times?
Yeah, I think there's so many things that weren't on the scene that was happening in Denver that I think can affect a guy's game. So I think a new start, even though it's Cleveland.
It's a different Cleveland.
No, he's right. Thank you.
Yeah. Different Cleveland.
You sound like hating.
I mean, until they do something different, then it's I mean, we can do that all day. But they have, I mean, but it's great. Everyone's 0-0 right now. He should have the most confidence. He should feel great. He should feel great working out, getting better, talking, picking fights with old ass, players, whatever, Keep doing that. Do you, dude, right? But now, guess what? Come September, you better back it up.
A lot of ammo.
Yeah, a ton of ammo, but he's playing with nobody at quarterback.
Russell Wilson, that's a Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback.
I agree, but he's been absolute garbage.
You mean
in Denver.
Hackett?
Yeah, Hackett, of course. Like, he's been through a bunch of head coaches, bunch of OCs. Like, if he does go to Cleveland and Deshaun Watson is playing like he used to.
And here's the thing, guys. That camaraderie or the sync, the quarterback, receivers, if they're not on the same page, you can't go out there and fake it. Like, it doesn't work. You can't just show up Sunday and like, okay, we'll complete. And I know everyone's thinking, oh, it's a 10-yard out route. Just make the freaking throw. Make the freaking throw. I said frickin'. I said fricking.
This guy's deal.
I said, hey,
you're out, son.
Said you went.
Yes, he did.
But I know it's hard to believe, but it ain't that easy. There's so many things that go into it. And so if there's a riff, if there's just,
Isn't it so fascinating that I got a chance to come into the offense that you guys had created? At the end of the winningest decade in NFL history, I got a chance to witness it, and I was very thankful for how hospitable you guys were. But Peyton seemingly, got along with or had the utmost respect with it. Like the way those things and practices were being run and meetings were being run was be player to player. We got to be on the same page. Then you hear some stories about like this wide receiver and this quarterback don't get along. I have no idea how they're going to be productive at all ever. Getting along, I think, is a massive piece of success in the NFL with the wide receiver and quarterback.
Trust. It comes down to trust, and how you just kind of show up on Sunday and not. I mean, if you're a quarterback, first you should be best friends with your tight end because we're the, we'll save your ass. But after that, it's the receivers. But if you don't have that trust, if you don't go out of your way and say, hey, I got you, you got me, and know that they got each other's back because, week 11, things start getting exposed, like you need to have each other's back. And that, and you usually see about week 8, week 9, where, teams are 3-5, all of a sudden it's like, it's his fault. It's just all of a sudden the wheels start shaking and the point fingers, blame game. Don't make sure the crap doesn't end up on you. It's the typical NFL type mindset. It's like, hey, at the end of the year, make sure it's not on me. It's not my fault. Not my fault. So now we're going to come true and see, okay, Jeudy, you got a great brand new start. Go do it.
Okay, sounds like he's got some questions about Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah. Well, but you also I understand they had Cortland Sutton, but they drafted Jeudy high in the first round, and maybe he's just not the number one guy. He's going to Cleveland. He's got a bona fide number one guy in Amari Cooper, so it's like maybe that helps a little bit too. It's not like, hey, you need to have 1,500 yards this year. You're the guy who everyone's game planning to take away. We'll see if that makes a difference. And I mean, you got a bag either way, so I guess he doesn't care.